What's going on YouTube? What's going on collectors? Welcome to another episode of Comic Card Checklist where I provide you guys a checklist in the description. And for today's episode, we're going to be doing the 1994 Marvel Comics slash High C. And this is not really an actual card, but I guess I made it into a card. Well, I didn't make it into a card, but I purchased it from someone that made it into a card. But it is a hero cap set, and there is a couple of different versions of the hero cap set, and I'll explain to you guys. I guess what's what entails for this set. I'll start off with the manufacturer. Of course, is Marvel Comics, and High C, which is a company owned by Coca-Cola under so I think High C is under Minute Maid, but Minute Maid is under Coca-Cola. And these made up cards are 2.5 by 4 and 5/16, but since they are cutouts and they are the backs of high C boxes that you get when you drink the juice when you were young. I think actually remember drinking from these X-Men promo, but I just threw away the box. So pretty much now that I'm older, like now I collect it. Yeah, so a lot of these were of course just thrown out just because it doesn't seem to be like a collectible, but um I'll explain to you guys the different ways that I've found for these. I guess we'll start with the ad. I'm not really, there's so much stuff that I was looking at that I'm not sure where to start. But I guess I'll start with this ad so that I could move on from there and then maybe just give you guys more information while I'm moving through it. So this is the ad. It's like 2 pages. Here you guys could see Wolverine and then Cyclops in this corner. And these are the actual uh, photos that you'll see on these type of cards. I don't really know what to call them. But so when you purchase a case of the High C, there is 9 250 milliliters or 8.45 fluid ounces that you get. And of course, in those tiny boxes, or in this case, you'll get nine different ones of these. But I'm not sure how often or how rare certain characters are. I'm not sure that if you buy because I've never encountered it. So if you buy a box of these, how many different ones you'll get? I'm not sure if it's possible that all 9 will be different, or you just get like, I don't know, like 3 Professor X and 5 Apocalypse, and that would be your 9. So that would really suck because you'll have to collect a lot more. But on this ad, there's also a variety pack that has the flavors fruit punch, grape, and orange. So in this version, you could get there's also a comic book, but I think it's only for this version. So this comic book is the Marvel Milestone Edition of X-Men. I think you could just purchase this. I'm not sure if it's specifically tied to High C. I don't see any difference with it. I actually have this comic, but I'm not gonna go through my through all my stuff just to try to find this comic and show you guys. But I don't think there's any difference with it. Um, so inside these boxes, there is also on top of the boxes where you drink, In this case, there is also a redemption mail-in certificate for the hero caps. And the hero caps is right here. This is what you'll get. It's 2 sheets and one of these. It's pretty much like it comes in like a manila envelope, and all of these are like together. Then also included in a box of these is one of these. So there's 8 different ones for a total of 24. So pretty much you get any one of these per box, and then you have to redeem these for, I think, 5 UPC symbols and a certain amount. I forgot what they were, but I did write it down in the checklist. So that information should be in the checklist. Um, so along with uh, these weren't like the only flavors. I was also able to find 2 other flavors. So, and I think those are more rare than the flavors what we have here, which were orange, fruit punch, and grape. So this part is from a 64-ounce bottle. It's the thing that's pretty much wrapped around the bottle. So it's like the high C promo, but you don't get any of the profile cards here, and you don't get any of the hero caps. But what you do get is a mail-in certificate. Oh, okay. So pretty much with 4 high C proofs of purchase. I thought it was 5, but I guess they explain it here more. X-Men hero caps with 4 high C proofs of purchase. Each set features 24 X-Men hero caps in a historic timeline, plus 1 high C striker cap. Okay, so I guess this is called the striker cap. I don't know what it was called. I think it is a lot thicker. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's 79 point. So I guess it's thicker than the regular cap version, which I think is only 59. Maybe. Can't really tell. But yeah, so the 64-ounce bottles pretty much is just a mail certificate, which I don't know if I showed you guys, but here is the back. And this part tells you how to play the hero cap game, and then this part is where it tells you how to mail it in for you to get these redemption hero caps. So and I guess you're allowed to get up to 2 sets of the hero caps, but you just have to provide 4 proofs of purchases of any of the drinks below. So the 46-ounce cans, the 64-ounce bottles, or the 128-ounce bottles. But it says with a cash register receipt. So I don't think the promos were on the 46-ounce bottle or the 128-ounce bottles. But yeah, we have this mail redemption for the 64-ounce, and we have the mail redemption for the boxes. So the other flavors I found were well, I guess some of the cards are here. So this is fruit punch, and fruit punch pretty much everything is in red. And then I mean everything is in red once you cut it out from the box. So this is how the back looks, because it's the back of the box. So it's not really like regular paper. It's like kind of paper and foil. And a lot of these are probably bent just because the way the box sits and, how they're stored. So that's the fruit punch. And It tells you all of these information I found just looking through these boxes, just searching for information and stuff. So then we have the grape here, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They almost had a whole set. So the whole set for these is, and I actually don't have the whole set. I thought I had the whole set, but it turns out I only have 11. So I'm missing one, and the one I'm missing is Bishop. So, but it is collect all 12, so there should only be 12 characters. That's the grape. So the other flavors I found was this Boppin Berry, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot more rare. It's one of those flavors that I don't think came out for too long. Unlike the regular fruit punch, orange, and grape flavor, those were like the common flavors. But the Boppin Berry is definitely not one of those common flavor. And then just have a high C there, and this is just the orange. The other one we saw was like the box for fruit punch. This one is for orange, and then this one is for Ecto Cooler. So this one was actually a collaboration, another collaboration with another brand. So it has the Ecto Cooler was like I'm not sure what it tastes like. I'm thinking it's green, but it's supposed to be like a Slimer from the Ghostbusters. And oh, this was the Ecto Cooler. I thought it was orange. Maybe it tastes like orange, but it's colored green. I don't really know. I never experienced this flavor. So the Ecto Cooler and the Boppin Berry are, I guess, more rare. And that's just if you're collecting. Because for me, as you guys know, I collect parallels of like base cards and like all the sets nowadays have like different border colors, even though they're all just base cards. But yeah, see, I don't even have a full set where it's all the same color. So some of these three are fruit punch. This one's grape. This one is fruit punch. This is orange. Fruit punch, grape, fruit punch, and orange. So they probably got this from a variety pack, maybe. But yeah, like this set is like all grape. So pretty much I put down the color as orange is orange, fruit punch is red, grape is purple, the berry blast or the boppin berry was blue, and then the ecto cooler was green border. So you have all of those different borders, but yeah, they're not easy to find nowadays. It's been 30 years, and I'm assuming these are pretty rare now because they've been thrown out, and yeah, I don't think like the majority of population kept these as collector cards. So, but I think I explained all of the stuff already. So from all the types of different ones that we could get from the box, the carton itself, to the pogs that's included with it, the cases, to the redemptions that you could get. So I guess it's time to actually look at the cards now. So like I said, there's 12 and I'm missing one, which is Bishop, but I'll show it to you guys anyway. So first one is Apocalypse. Age is unknown. Height is usually 7 feet, but he could change height and weight. So throughout the ages of Apocalypse has used his genius, intellect, and mutant powers to eliminate the weakest mutants, ensuring that only the strong survive. Able to increase his size, mass, and mutant abilities to incredible levels, no mutant is strong enough to escape his power. That's right, because if you guys remember how he was being beaten in X-Men the animated series, they had to use his ship in order to trap him inside the ship and then just send the ship like somewhere in outer space. So that's how we're able to defeat him. But in the movie, the Phoenix, what is it like, X-Men Phoenix Rises or something like that? Or Age of Apocalypse, I think. X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Phoenix somehow magically just, I guess, burnt him. I don't know how she beat him like. I don't even understand what kind of attack she used really, because it was like a, I guess it was like a psychic slash reality bending attack. I don't really know. So Bishop, we have to go with the picture because I don't have one. Oh, another thing I forgot to put is that I did put that a lot of the cards, since they're at the back of the box of the juice box, a lot of them had the straws are placed here, so a lot of them had the glue residue on the top left and bottom right. Um, but yeah, it's because they're all from the juice boxes. So unless you could get like one that's from factory, I guess, without them like gluing that first, you won't be able to find one that's like completely like clean. And a lot of them have I guess depending on how the person uh cutted it, might be a lot of damage. I'm not really sure because I didn't do this myself. Maybe I would use an X-Acto knife, I don't know. But also if people drank out of these, might have some residue or some stuff in the back. And this is like 30 years of whatever was in here already. So like whatever this was, it was here 30 years ago. So um all right, let's go on to Bishop. And luckily I found a red Bishop here, so his name is not known. He's 6'5", 240 pounds, a former officer of Xavier's School Enforcers from the future. Bishop can absorb energy and redirect it back at his enemies. Now he fights alongside the very legends that formed the society he once lived in. He hopes to build a new future while dreading the destined fall of the X-Men. Okay. So I think most of their storylines here are from the animated series. So let's see. Scott Summers, 6'3", 195 pounds. Scott Summers cannot control the optic blast that shoots from his eyes whenever he opens them. Only by wearing a ruby quartz glasses can Cyclops hold back his devastating force. He was the first of Xavier's X-Men, and he developed remarkable tactical abilities over the years. Then we have Gambit, Remy LeBeau, aka Channing Tatum, maybe. Gambit once was a member of the New Orleans Thieves Guild, has forsworn his criminal ways. He now uses his mutant ability to charge small objects with kinetic energy to fight alongside the only family left to him, the X-Men. His weapon of choice, a simple deck of playing cards. I started watching a new anime, and it's Hunter x Hunter, and there's a villain there named Hisoka that uses cards too. So their powers are completely different, but he just reminds me of Gambit. We got Jubilation Lee, 5 feet 96 pounds. Jubilee first used her ability to generate light energy blast to save Wolverine's life after he was attacked by the Reavers. Today, this former mall rat balances her time between fighting alongside the X-Men and trying to understand algebra, chemistry, and American history. He said generate light energy? Oh, it says generate light energy blast. Okay. Because I'm thinking she has the same... Her and Dazzler doesn't really have the same power. But I'm not really sure. I've always thought her powers work like fireworks. So Magneto name. Oh yeah, I remember the first time I got these, I was trying to maybe clean it up a little, and I actually damaged the card. So if you guys see this and he has a residue, don't try to remove it. And Yeah, I messed it up. This was the first card I tried to remove the thing, and yeah, it just messed up the card. So, but name is Eric Magnus Lencher, 6'2", 190 pounds. Magneto has been both a trusted friend and bitter adversary to the X-Men over the years. Magneto uses his control over the forces of magnetism as proof of his mutant superiority over mankind. Then we got Jean Grey, 5'6". I can't tell, probably 116, 100 and something pounds. When Jean Grey's best friend was involved in a car accident, her own mutant telepathy and telekinesis were unexpectedly awakened. Marvel Girl has found both love and tragedy since joining the X-Men. Then we got Professor X, 6 foot, 190 pounds. One of the most powerful telepaths on Earth, Charles Xavier has dedicated his life to study of genetics. After a devastating battle left him wheelchair-bound, Xavier began using his powers to find and train other mutants to use their abilities to benefit mankind as the X-Men. We got Rogue, 5'8", 120 pounds. When Rogue's ability to absorb people's memories and powers threatened to drive her insane, she came to Professor X for help. Though her powers are still not completely under control, the super strong, nearly indestructible Rogue remains one of the most loyal members of the X-Men. Did she really? She tried to betray the X-Men by like the fourth episode in in the animated series. But that was because she had issues with her powers, and Mystique was trying to trick her, as far as I could remember. Sabretooth Victor Creed, 6'6", 275 pounds. As a Canadian government agent with superhuman regenerative abilities, Sabretooth was manipulated by the Weapon X project. As a result, he is often consumed by berserker rage. Then we got Storm. Also, if you guys recognize where all of these art come from, please let me know in the comments, because I want to put it down on the checklist, also in the description. Where all of these arts came from. I see them a lot, but I guess as the more I make these checklists, I'll figure out like which cards they come from. So we got Storm, Aurora Monroe, 5'11", 127 pounds. History: when her mutant powers first manifested, Aurora Monroe's control over the weather led her to be worshipped as a goddess. Her simple life changed forever when Professor X convinced her to use her powers to benefit the world as a member of the X-Men. Finally, our last card. This one is Wolverine, 5'3", 195 pounds. I'm still gonna complain that with adamantium exo or endoskeleton, he should be more than 195 pounds. As a Weapon X, Logan was a special operations agent for the Canadian government. Wolverine fights with the X-Men using his retractable adamantium claws and mutant regenerative ability for the good of mutants and humans the world over. So that's it for the juice boxes. Like I said, I got 11 out of the 12, and I have a variety of colors. I would love a set that's just one color, or at least have just the three, grape, orange, and fruit punch. So, and then the hero caps. So there are numbered on the checklist. I only put numbers 1 to 24, and the reason for that is I'll show you guys when I start reading this. Is that the character in the front doesn't correspond with what's like in the back, and the back usually just talks about the whole panel here. So, but you guys could see this is the redemption, like I said earlier, and you get the both of these, and this for that 4 UPC symbol and whatever money. But these are the ones you get in the cases. I think you just get one per case. So, and you have to find 8 different ones, but I'm not sure the rarity for them. So, but I'll go through this with you guys, and I'll just show you like, so number one would be here, but when I read this, it would be like opposite. So Charles Xavier dreamed of a world where humans and mutants lived in peace. And then Professor X assembled a team of mutants to make his dream a reality. So the picture in that is Jean Grey and Cyclops. And then they became the original X-Men: Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Iceman, Angel, and the Beast. But yeah. So like I said, it talks about the whole panel and not just the single character in the picture. So for this one, powerful mutants like Magneto oppose the X-Men, okay? Humans, fearing their mutant powers, built sentinels to hunt down and stop the X-Men. The unstoppable Juggernaut, Professor X's own stepbrother, fought in the X-Men after time. I've actually never read these myself, so this is like the first time I'm reading all of these because I don't read anything in the cards. I just collect them. But it is a good way to know like a lot more about the cards. Charles Xavier's X-Men were captured by Krakoa, the living island. Professor X formed a new team to rescue the original X-Men. The new X-Men included Storm, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Banshee, Thunderbird, and Colossus. Then we have, to save Marvel Girl's life, Phoenix took her place with the X-Men. The Phoenix went insane and was brought to justice by the Shi'ar Empire. The Dark Phoenix saga is probably one of my most favorite what do you call this? I guess plot. I forgot what it's called, but I guess I'll remember later. So Rogue, a former member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, joined the X-Men. And I think we are halfway. Forgot what I was trying to say. The Phoenix Saga is like my favorite saga, I guess. Or the mini storyline. I forgot. I'm trying to look for a word, but I'm blanking out, so we'll just continue reading this. Then we have Longshot joined the X-Men and brought with him a new battle to fight on Mojo World. Psylocke joined the team after failing to become her country's newest Captain Britain. Mr. Sinister tricked the X-Men with a Jean Grey clone just as the original Marvel Girl returned to the team. I feel like this three does not have anything to do with each other. I don't even know why they're all in a panel, because this one's talking about Mojo World, this one is talking about something in England, and then this one is Mr. Sinister cloning Marvel Girl, so not sure why they're all together, but I guess it's just for the art to be together, so. Alright, then we got Angel was transformed into Archangel, one of the four horsemen of Apocalypse. The coming of Apocalypse marked the death and rebirth of one of the original 5 X-Men. Wolverine's old foe Sabretooth resurfaced with clues of Logan's origins. These two were related. Not sure about the third one though. 21, Gambit, a member of the Thieves Guild, joined the X-Men after saving Storm's life. Cable took control of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, forming a new team, X-Force. Jubilee joined the X-Men after she saved Wolverine from the Reavers. Really? Jubilee joined the X-Men after she saved Wolverine from the Reavers. That's probably from the comic book, because I think the Reavers were like, I don't even remember what season they were, but I just remember the first episodes of like X-Men the animated series. They were saving Jubilee, and then Morph gets captured or something, and then something to do with Jubilee trusting Sabretooth. That was like the first encounters, I think, that I could remember. And the Reavers were in a different, completely different season. So, but again, comic books just all different. They could all be different storylines. After years of hardship, Cyclops and Jean Grey finally got married. Bishop came back in time and warned the X-Men of a betrayer in their midst. That was in the show. Bishop, was it Bishop? I think Cable. Oh no, it was Bishop. Yeah. Cable was on a later episode because you have two time travelers. It was Bishop and Cable, but I think the one in Bishop, he thought it was Gambit that was the betrayer, but it turned out it wasn't Gambit. But he thought it was Gambit just because it was Mystique disguised as Gambit. So, um, Cameron Hodge betrayed the X-Men on the mutant penitentiary island of Genosha. So, and I guess that's it. Um, that is everything you could possibly collect for the Marvel High C that came out in 1994. Yeah, 1994. So, and as always, if you guys have information that might be useful that could add to the description, I could add to the checklist, let me know. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.